What's up, everybody? It's Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video, live, ready to go tonight. I tried to set it up, the streaming thing, but it didn't work. We have to go this route. That's cool. Give a few minutes, get some people in here. We're going to talk about slow and steady wins the race. And it's been a while. We've been running for a while waiting on this son of a bitch, but it looks like it's ready to finally go. We don't want no bag holders either, people. I heard one person say, I had $300,000 and I held. Well, I hate to tell you, if I would have hit 300,000, that would have been that ass. I would have been gone. No bag holders. We don't want no bag holders. We don't want nobody to sell out early. We don't want nobody to hold past what you're supposed to. What's up, Juice Man 23, Jamie? What's happening, Jamie? You come out the Discord, huh? What's up, everybody? We just hanging out tonight. I ain't got nothing really special. I got my coffee right now, but before it's over with, when all the haters start coming in, I'll be drinking. Hey, little green candle, you got a wrench. Bud Light, get the fuck out of here. Did y'all hear about the women? The women are doing a burn your bra challenge. Nike, they did a promotion with Dylan, and the women are mad. Like he don't represent women. That's a fucking man. And now they're burning all their Nike bras. I think that's cool. Jose, good to see you. John, Richard. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Be good with it. People can share their different opinions. It's no big deal. If you want to get rude and start cussing, they will boot your ass. So let's just try to be respectful with your disagreements. We're just holding, we're just holding because we're waiting on the haters to show up. But what's up, man? Y'all talk to me. I went to Discord. I had a message. Man, when you going to go live? I said, right now. Fuck it. Let's do this thing. What's up, Buckeye? Leo's Madness. Hey, Melody. What'll happen? It won't convert. It'll just stay the way it is right now. What are some realistic? All I can tell you is this. I can tell you how I feel, how high this will go. All right. When I'm looking at my phone, because I'm usually on the run, when I see that balance where I think I want it, then I'm going to sell. And when I sell, I will tell y'all. Why did they say the same thing? It's kind of like watching the news. You got CBS News, ABC News, NBC News, and sometimes they say the same shit. Did I apply for the AMC visa? No. They wouldn't give it to me. My credit score is like 12. I don't buy shit on credit. That's not how I am. My daddy raised me better than that. He said, son, if you ain't got the money, don't buy it. Wimpsy, hey, girl. Ramen, I see you. Melody, Chris, John, Sadie B. They wouldn't give me no debit card. I mean, no Visa credit card. Run that motherfucker up and then tell him, kiss my ass. Ray, how high will it go? That seems like that's a question everybody's wanting to know tonight. And it's pretty good. I'm glad y'all asking that because that means y'all believe that we're fixing to fucking run. And we are. Slow and steady wins the race. Noah, we hope we got what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 17 days left. This bitch will pop, I think, before the end. All we got to do is hold off that reverse stock split, people. Do y'all see how that's working? The settlement came out, boom. But the judge said no, boom. And it's been going up ever since. So that tells you your yes bootlickers were wrong. What's up, Casey Bryan? I'm wondering what will happen to ape price with no conversion since it has such high shorting. Yes, we don't listen. I don't give a fuck what these bootlickers are saying. I mean, I spent hours over there and I asked them one question and they would not answer it. Oh, we got to have the reverse stock split. Oh, these no voters. Listen, they are 138. I wish I could share my screen with y'all. Share, no. Mic, no. Edit, no. There's no way to share my screen, or I'd show you. I looked it up right before we came here, and it's 138 million. Let me look again. 138,836,691 shares short with 2.1 days to cover. Who knows what days to cover means? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all sent a letter, and be honest, because I send mine tomorrow. It's right here. I had to put it on my little thumbnail, and I got to go get it printed out, and then I'm gonna mail it tomorrow. Melody, good job. I can't share my screen or I'd show y'all my letter. That's something YouTube needs to get straight. They ought to be able to share your screen. I ought to be able to bring somebody on. Robert says he's almost got his done. Robert AMC, what's going on, my friend? You went and talked to the wrong ones. Did you see how they tried to get you to talk bad about an individual? I mean, that's just, there's no call for that shit. Why can't we all just get along? Buckeye says 1. Melody says 1. Robert's almost got his done. What's up, brother? Yeah, I know. Yeah, look, you should have come to me, dog. You should have come to me. I would have been 100% more friendlier to you. They were trying to get you to say negative shit, and I love you, man. You handled that so well. I would have cussed that motherfucker out and told him straight up, look, man, I'm not here to talk shit about people. Done and sent. Good job. Just DM me on Twitter. I mean, I can't get in my Twitter account. Common Sense Investor 2022 at gmail.com. If the RS goes through, yes, I believe we'll have a little pump up, just a little one, not much. And then that's just my opinion. Ramen, I could do that. I've got Restream, but I didn't want to. I tried that before and the mic didn't work, so I came and just did this. Melody says RS won't go through. I hope not. Listen, there are 138 million short right now, legally. Let's just talk legal. We're not going to talk synthetic, but legal, 138 million. Now, if the reverse stock split goes through, they're only down 13 million, 13.8. Who do you think's going to sell them 13 million shares? Adam Aaron. And he's going to look like a hero because whoever needs them 13.8 million shares, he'll sell them to him because he's going to have the new shares of AMC to do that. That's what I think is about to happen. That's what I think was going to happen. But the judge stepped in. Whimsy Chick, that was good. That's good. Who said that? Donahue George did that video? I hadn't watched it yet. Where's all the yes voters? Why ain't they sending letters to the judge? Yeah, we want the reverse stock split because we want to help the shorts get out of their positions. 12 at $5 calls for April 21. Absolutely. The charts look amazing. Amazing. No vote here. I told y'all from the beginning. I put up a video and I said, how would a hedgie vote? They would vote yes on across the board. I'm not even looking to the 27th, really. This bitch is fixing to go now. Thank you, Rice, man. I appreciate it. There's so much hate in this community. It's ridiculous. And I'm this far from just throwing in the towel and saying, man, fuck these people. I bought in at 42. So you know what my average would be if we do a reverse stock split? In one of my accounts, I have AMC at $42. That means after reverse stock split, that bitch is going to be $420. I'm fucked on that one. I got calls on Highcroft, and they're looking good. One more good day of Highcroft, and boom, I'll be able to switch them over to some more AMC shares. Look, I have a good feeling about what's coming up, but I'm not going to waste money on the calls. I've done that before. I've dropped $600 for one set of calls, and them motherfuckers ate it alive. So can they do anything? They can do whatever the fuck they want. Oh, I never give up on y'all, Little Green Candle, in the Discord. You know how we are over there. Why ain't everybody in the Discord? You'll be surprised. Now, look, you come to join the Discord, it's $3. I use that to pay for things like bots and other things. It's no big deal. And that revenue, but not much. Everything else is basically paid for. Discord bots and other shit. I'm not going to tell you, you need to join for $50. I'm a stock guru. Come listen to me. What Highcroft calls do I have? I got a Highcroft 50-cent call for April 21st. So that bitch needs to pop tomorrow so I can go ahead and make the money on that. And then I got a Highcroft $1 call for August 18th. Melody, man, we got a good community. And I really don't promote the Discord because I don't want it to grow too fast. We did that in the beginning. We had like 700 people. And next thing you knew, I was locked out of the Discord. Then somebody else was, Cliff, all right. Somebody else got locked out of the Discord for hacking and shit. So I just got rid of everybody. And only a handful are left. It's awesome because we're family. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Whimsy. It's awesome because we're family over there. They can say what they want. This is not financial advice, but you could share your feelings. At what point is the First Amendment where I can't tell you what I'm thinking is wrong? Mullen and Highcroft. I like Mullen. You got Mullen options. They were $2.50. No, I can't buy BBBY right now. My money's tied up. I don't have any dry powder in there. ChatGPT. Let me tell you something about ChatGPT and AMC, because I've seen this before where they said ChatGPT said the squeeze going to happen, whatever it was, on the 15th. And everybody got mad at ChatGPT. But ChatGPT is only as good as the person who's asking the questions. You have to train ChatGPT. You need to talk to it. You need to listen. Let me explain ChatGPT to y'all. Go woke, go broke. Yeah, Charlie. Let me explain ChatGPT to you. Listen to the first word. Chat. Chat. Would you, just like you're chatting in this stream, it's the same thing with ChatGPT. Google and ChatGPT, let's compare the two. Google will give you the answer you're looking for. ChatGPT will talk to you. And then once you get the answer, you can ask it a question. For example, what's the short interest on AMC? And it'll respond. But you got to teach it what to say. You got to teach it that it's a financial that it's a financial genius and it works. Al from Boston just put up a video. Al from Boston, listen to y'all. Some of y'all don't like Al from Boston, and that's fine. You know, Al's a pretty good person, but Al's very sick, and Al's still dedicating his time to this play. All right. He's very, very sick, but he's still putting out videos. That ought to tell y'all something. That man loves us. And let me tell you, I hear them all the time on Master Lauren and Tony D. Tony D's always crying. Why y'all watching him? Because people go and come around people who care about them. They were talking so much shit. Why didn't Al from Boston go to Boston and meet AA? How do you know he didn't? You've never seen his fucking face. He could have shook your hand and you didn't know. Lou, listen, everybody except for Tony makes mistakes. Lou, you got to understand something about Lou. I understand Lou. Why? Because I'm from the streets. All right. And I'm an OG. I'll just say it like that. I'm an OG. All right. And he's an OG. And just like sometimes I let my feelings get involved in my videos, he does too. And boy, he was blasting, y'all stupid motherfuckers. Right. You gonna fucking do this. And I'm selling everything. Well, that was just his emotions. I don't like arrogant people. I hate that dude. But they send him his scripts on what he's supposed to say, and he's never wrong. See, that's one thing about Tony. He's never wrong. Never. Point out one thing that Tony has said that was wrong. And see, that's a key right there where you say, wait a minute, this motherfucker's never wrong. And something ain't right. I figure about one or two of y'all run over there and tell Tony I'm talking shit about him. Let that bitch come in the chat. I wish I could have him on the show. I don't believe so, Jamie, but you know, it's everybody's got an opinion and everybody can be right or wrong. I know. That's why I call the yes voters bootlickers. In 2 days back to back, they thought they wanted to call me out for being wrong. Then you get the date wrong on there, and then you go and you look at the tweet that Adam Aaron did, and he says that he did not buy NCMI that was given to them. And I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck it. It was only $2 million. I think we should have went ahead and just buy up that motherfucker. Because if they're going to be showing advertisements on the big screen, we should get paid for that. Yeah, they don't know who. I know Al. They don't know who Al from Boston is, or they would not fuck with that dude. Slow and steady. That's what we're talking about tonight. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. We've been in this play. We've been hanging on the best we fucking could. Some of us didn't make it. Some of us didn't make it. Some sold and got out to play. Some got out and some are getting back in. Congratulations. Get in as quick as you can, because I believe this motherfucker's going, oh, this is not financial advice. Y'all really think that's going to save y'all if something happens? We got 14 days, it looks like. Yeah, Dave, it's gaining momentum one step at a time. Every time this motherfucker steps up, even to 10 cents, they got to pay that fucking interest. Phil for real. I like Phil. Phil's okay. Phil's a gangster too now. But he's let Bigums and the rest of them get in his fucking head. He switched over to the dark side. He needs to come back over here. 420 next week. What? 420? Oh, motherfucker, it is 420 next week. God dog. We fixed a party. 420. I'll go live 420. It's not a link. It's an address. If y'all want the address, let me see. I'll pull up my letter real quick. I wish I could share my screen. Letter to the judge. Letter to the judge. Come on, bitch, open. There it goes. And look, I had to get with Al from Boston on where to send the letter. Here's the address to the judge. I agree. They should not be getting bonuses. As long as there's $5 billion in debt, the administration don't need no bonuses. But they talk about that $5 billion in debt, but do you realize that if you go back and you look at the tweets, he's telling us that this company, he's paid $100 million on that debt, and they've put it off till 2027. They put it off to 2025. They put it off to this. So, no, we're not going fucking bankrupt. That's bullshit. Hey, Paul, good to see you, man. That was you. Let me look in here real quick. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Paul. Oh, there he is. Let's see who that is. Cliff 52. Cliff 52 better be in here. Hey, Prometheus. Paul, good to see you. Michael, Nino Brown. It's bigger than Nino Brown. I got it on a 25-second delay. So once you put something in the chat, it's 25 seconds. You could do it again. They can't hold it down, Alan. I don't think so. I think this is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting on, I think. Yeah, bankruptcy on the table to scare newbies. Yes. I don't have thousands of shares, Chris, but I'll be happy when you get your money. What happened to Ant's Trades? Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't know for sure what happened to Ant's Trades, but here's the deal. People want to come online and they want to share their opinions. Now, that man believed in the chart, all right? Yet, everybody else was giving him shit. Basically, it was the bootlickers, the same ones. That's always kissing Adam Aaron's ass. They drove that man so hard that he just quit. That's my opinion. They drove me so hard, I was about to quit. I told the Discord today, look, this shit's starting to be too much. I'm tired of this bullshit. The question is not why are they still borrowing shares? That's the easy answer. They need them. Question is, who's giving it to them? 300. You got to understand, this is a controlled event. It will be a controlled event. Do y'all come on now? Y'all are adults and y'all been in this play for a long time. You see how they can you see, I'm reading the chat and I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? The bowl's empty. I'm out of money, so I couldn't buy none. It's my computer. It's not my fault, Mastro. And look, you don't know what I've been through. When you go back and look at some of my older videos, there's this beeping sound. Beep, beep. I ripped the fucking fire alarm off the wall and I threw that bitch out the door because it was beeping and it still beeped and still beeped. I finally found that motherfucker. But it drove my viewers crazy that they was hearing that beep. Why not? Y'all been hearing me fine all along. Yeah, it's something wrong with somebody's computer. If you can't hear, just reset it and come back and it'll probably be fine. Highcroft, baby, you right. When I get 10,000, and this is financial advice. When I get 10,000 shares of Highcroft, I'm going to DRS them. Yeah, just hit the refresh button and it'll probably work fine. Austin, that's awesome. People want to know, how high will we go? All you need to concern yourself with is, what is your target price? And if you sell, because I have a target price, and if you sell and it continues to go up, you shouldn't give a fuck. You got your tendies. 5 by 5, Prometheus. Dave, I think this motherfucker gonna squeeze before the judge gets to hear it. That's why I'm scared. I don't want that judge calling them back and saying okay on the settlement. Besides halt, they can take the buy button. They can take the sell button. Gary wants to know, are we helping the hedges when we buy? Look, I have a no buy policy on AMC. Why? Because I know it's bullshit. There's no shares. $20,000 is your target. Yeah, be realistic, people. Be realistic in this shit. Y'all's attitude should be, fuck me. You're gonna do what you gonna do. Well, I'm gonna DRS my Highcroft when I get 10,000 shares because I want to use it as a dividend stock. Put it over there and don't worry about it no more. And it's just a dividend stock. But I'm trying to get in touch with Miss Diane. We don't need a reverse stock split like they suggested because they got the extension. And I'm not buying all these shares just for you to reverse stock split this motherfucker. That's why I'm mad at Adam Aaron with this reverse stock split. Motherfucker, do you know how hard it is for retail to have worked? Because I worked until I couldn't stand up anymore. I'm pretty much crippled. But do you realize that when I bought my shares at 42, I bought 10 shares. That was $400 and $420. That was a lot of money to me. All right. And then along the way, when that bitch dropped to 30, I bought some more. When it dropped to 25, I bought a few more. When I'm averaging down. Boy, these motherfuckers have given us a chance to average down, haven't they? If you, I can't tell y'all because thing, here's my opinion. I don't think it's going to go to 1,000 to 3,000. That is not a target price of mine. If it goes that high, congratulations. I am so happy for everybody that holds past 100. Get your initial investment back. That's right. If this bitch runs and I could sell a few shares and get my initial investment back, yeah, then I sell a few more shares. But if it rips, I'll have some shares when it rips. I don't know. I don't know about buying. You shouldn't buy. I know that there's no shares. We should just be holding, but that doesn't work. As long as the price is this low, we're going to buy. Yeah, realistic outlook somewhere around 250. Now, was this $1,000 play? Absolutely, it was. Until another 2 million people got in it. This is not Volkswagen, Lancefly. This is a controlled event. I've told y'all, this is so bad. It's a national security issue. Virginia, Retro Roy. I think they're going to let it run back up to 72 at least. Well, things have changed. I said it was going to run up to 300. And then it looked as if it was going to skip that and go straight to 720. Because $7.07 is like a target for AMC. It goes 7, 72, 720 was the next step. On the 27th, the judge is going to decide whether they're going to do discovery. There's going to be this is going to be a actual legal thing going on. And then chances are, if she's a straight up judge, she'll rule in our favor. If it was Allegheny doing a setup to give Antara a chance to sell, which they did, then she's going to rule for the reverse stock split, and that'll kill us. I haven't even been over on TradingView. Tomorrow, Michael, tomorrow. I always tell everybody Friday when they say, when we going to squeeze? Friday, Monday. We're going to squeeze tomorrow. It may be, the judge's decision might be irrelevant. This motherfucker run up high enough and they sell. What's their argument? She wasn't part of the scheme. That's right. Because, see, you don't know what judge you're going to get. It's all a lottery. Ape better run because I got more ape than AMC. Algo. The algo's been, look, I can show y'all on the chart. All right. There's 2 algorithms that are running. All right. One is a very, very, very sophisticated motherfucker. And I believe that was when the government stepped in. NCMI. Let me talk to y'all about that one for a minute. Right? You have 2 in the chat if I'm wrong. All right. Do y'all think if a YouTuber says something wrong and somebody has access to them, do you think they should contact them and say, hey, look, you were wrong about that? Or do you think you should do a video and go live so you could try to embarrass the motherfucker, but then they seen it didn't go the way they wanted? Ooh, ape at 159. You're banking right now. Boneless. Boneless if I can get it. Where's Mike at? Mike's in here? Oh, there he is. I just did it, and let me do it again. I'll post it again. This is the address to the judge. Let me ask y'all a question. Never mind. Well, in college, we used to say, I'll ask the questions, I'll answer the questions. It's easier that way. How much of AMC's float do you think we own? Let me see it in the chat. Yes, RC Mahler. Mike, I was mad at you, dog. I seen your video about the fucking EV chargers. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Whimsy said 1,000%. That's about right. Adam Aaron, out of his own mouth, said we own 100% of the float. Out of his own mouth, he said that. He was in a meeting like he does the meet and greets, and he said, with the volume the way it was, it became obvious that they had sold their shares to you being retail. So we own the whole float. Or I should say we're whitelisted for it. We don't own shit. We just own the paper. There's a partnership coming up somewhere, and I believe it's with Elon. Well, it's not the fact of Zen holder. It's not the fact of trusting any numbers that AA says. If you let them talk long enough, they always say shit they shouldn't say. And he said, we own 100% of the float. I just think it's a coincidence that, oh, I ain't got my hat. It's too far away. I took a hat, a cap, and I put fucking aluminum foil on that motherfucker for when I'm doing my conspiracy theories. Electric cars are fixing to become economically feasible for the working man. I don't think we should charge for the charge ports. I think that should just be an extra benefit for people who come to the theater. What's up, James? Good to see you. AMC Country Boy Living. Mike the Marine. We got Robert in here too. Robert's here. I can't get in my Twitter account. I'm locked out. Who pays for the electricity? Look, here's the thing. All right. I am the one who made a video 11 days before Adam Aaron. And then I tweeted him when he was at San Diego. When he did his San Diego post, I'll be in San Diego. I did a video and I tweeted him and I sent the video to him where San Diego is number 2 or number 3 on the most EV cars. So you would want to put charging ports in San Diego. You want to put charging ports in San Francisco. Why? Because there's a lot of electric vehicles there. You would not put a charging port here in Baton Rouge because everybody in Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas, we don't own electric cars yet. Puerto Rico in the house. Good to see you, man. Jamie's here. Yeah, Jamie, you've been here. Now they got to use the AMC credit card to charge. Well, that's fine. That'd be awesome. Use your credit card. Boop. You win both ways. Cinemark has chargers. That's right. And see, that's the thing. A competitor is moved into the EV space because they see the future. We need it too. Now, I heard they got charging ports at one AMC theater in Georgia. More people coming to the theaters. You could charge a car and see a movie. But here's the thing. If he decides to do it, he's going to set up a board. The board will go and look at the demographics, and they will decide which cities at AMC theaters best suited for the EV chargers. Yeah, I heard it was in Georgia, Mike. Well, Zen, you're right. And Mike's right. You start off in a few theaters. You don't go to 950 theaters and put in electric chargers. We don't need them here. But you need them in San Francisco. You need them in San Diego, and the rest of the list. Y'all seen the video? What y'all did? Hey, I'm mad at y'all. Y'all didn't watch my video about the NFT, did you? Cannabis butter? Fuck yeah, I'd be at the movie theaters every day with cannabis butter on my popcorn. I don't have the money to fly across the country like Donahue George. Donahue George jump on a plane, boom, he's wherever the action is. And people giving him shit. Hey, let me tell y'all something. You keep that racist bullshit out of my comments too. You called him the Black Lou from Wall Street because he put so many videos out. That man is giving us information we should be listening to. So don't be giving Donahue George no bullshit. Most malls have chargers already, right? Well, if you had weed popcorn, you'd sell a lot of fucking Raisinets after they ate it. Thank you. I did a video, Zen Holder, I did a video about Jonah. And that's a good lesson for everybody that's listening, is that Jonah went in the belly of the whale because he hated the Ninevites. And God wanted to get that hate out of his heart. And he couldn't go to heaven if he had hate in his heart. So God intervened and he said, look, I need you to go do this. And what did Jonah say? Jonah said, no, fuck that. I ain't going. I ain't going because all you're going to do is when I tell them who you are and you're mad at them, they're going to ask for forgiveness and you're going to do it. And I ain't going. He hated them. So he went in the belly of the whale. Do not hate Adam Aaron. You can be displeased with the way he's running the company, but don't hate the man. All right, no. All right, first off, Pet Rock, that is the settlement plan. That's not necessarily how it's going to go down because the judge may disagree with it. I don't know anything about Amazon looking at AMC's books. But see, that's what's bad about AMC. Binance. Do you remember when Binance was supposed to buy FTX and they went and looked at the books and then they said, no, fuck that, I'm out of here. And they left. And then everything with FTX came out. Same thing's going to happen here. If anybody tries to buy this company, they're going to look at the books and go, what the fuck? Are you stupid? I ain't buying this shit. The settlement plan is 7.5 shares that you have. You will get 1 new share. But I disagree with that. Why the fuck should I pay? Why should you pay, Peace Law? Why should you pay, Jamie? Why, hey, Kenny, I see y'all peed in Kenny's pool. Why should I peed in Kenny's pool pay for it? Why should Zen holders pay for Adam Ayer's fuck up? They're going to give them shares. Well, that brings our fucking price down. We pay for that shit. We pay for his fuck up. That's what you're telling me. Well, I said, how high will ape go to the moon? Called Bear. And Boomer showed up. Oh, that's a good man. That's a good man. Get out. Let me love him. Come here. Come here. You better come see me. You better come see me. Trying to get Bear over here. Yeah, we paying for it with dilution. Why the fuck should we pay because Adam Aaron fucked up? It should come out of his pocket. It should come out of his fucking shares, not ours. Bear, come see. You better come see me. Come here. Come see. He won't come. Here you come. Come here. Y'all look at this motherfucker and y'all go, oh, he looks so sweet. I bought a new pair of shoes and that motherfucker went and pissed in it and I had to go wash them. He's not a sweet dog. I'm gonna take my phone with me tomorrow. I walked them today. And I have like maybe 3 or 4 acres front yard. And Bear and his mama went outside and them motherfuckers running around in that field. Oh my God. I thought, man, I should have had my phone with me so y'all could see that. Who's drinking Bud Light? I watch that shit on TV. They're like, fuck Bud Light. And they pour their beer out. And I'm like, that's stupid shit. Drink that motherfucker. Everything in its time, Pet Rock. You get a committee together and you figure that out. How many of y'all have went and watched the new trailer that they have on the AMC Theater channel, YouTube channel? How many people's went and watched that? Come on now. Give me a 1 if you watched it. Give me a 2 if you said, I forgot. I believe that Arcom. You forgot. Y'all go watch it. Look, that's free revenue, people. When you watch a 2-minute video on the AMC, some of these other YouTubers that do those trailers are getting 25 million views, people. If you support AMC, you should go watch a video on the YouTube channel. And I'm going to tell you something else. Who did that video today of Adam Aaron talking? Mike, I asked him to do it. I've tweeted him. Everybody should, when he does, say, why ain't you promoting the YouTube channel? All right. Somebody, who was that did the video today of Adam Aaron talking? It looked like he was in an interview. I'm going to give you an honest answer, Mike, on why isn't Adam Aaron promoting the channel. I don't think he understands the power of it. I know, but when I heard Robert tell him about the YouTube channel, listen to his response. Because basically he was tired. He's fed up. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll look into it. and it slips his mind. The man runs a fucking global movie theater. Boomer, come here. Give Daddy some love. You want to be on TV? Say hey to everybody. I love Boomer. Me and Boomer, 2016, we had the flood in Louisiana. Do y'all know about the great flood in Louisiana in 2016? Our whole state flooded. And lost everything. And me and Boomer lived in a storage shed. True story. Until we got back on our feet, and I own this motherfucker. People talk about, you live in a trailer. No, I own this motherfucker. Do you own your house? I own mine. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I agree. Mike said, lost all respect for AA when I heard disrespect given to Robert. I agree. But see, you got to understand the difference between Robert and the other people that were there. Robert was sitting in on his ass, and he finally got fed up with it. And I ain't been able to hear the video. Motherfucker won't let me hear the video because you know me, I'll bring it out. I'll say, look, this motherfucker said this. I'm the one that told y'all and broke the news. This motherfucker is saying he gave us ape. You gave me ape, motherfucker? No, you took my AMC and you cut that bitch in to 40% to make ape. Why, Jesse said, why are we even talking about a company that doesn't care about its stockholders that put it on the line to save AMC? It depends, Mike. Or who is that? It depends, Jesse. My reasoning is my very first job was at a movie theater. Start tearing tickets. People come in, tear the tickets. That was my job. Then it was clean up afterwards, and I had to clean up that fucking chicken y'all sneak in and eating that fried chicken and throw your bones on the floor. I was the one that had to clean that up when I was young. So I have a love for movie theaters. That's why when I was looking for a recovery play and I hit on AMC, man, that bitch shot up to 5. I sold, dropped back down to 3, bought again, sold at 7, bought again, sold at 12. And then I wake up and this motherfucker's 20. And I tell my friend, I said, something's wrong. This ain't right. This ain't how this works. Stocks don't do this. And then I found out about a short squeeze, studied that for about 2 weeks and got all the information on that. Tired of people they treat Adam Aaron like he's fucking Elvis, man. How much is the flight to where? Because, hey, if I had the money, I would. I would have to explain to my dad, look, I got a friend, and I'll tell him, come stay at my house, take the dogs out, watch over my dad. I got to go to Delaware to the hearing. Arcom, I hear you. Yeah, it's like a cult. And then, people loved Adam Aaron, because we believed in him. And a lot of people still do. And I don't hate them. You want to believe in him? Fine. Yeah, y'all hit the like button for me. I forget about that shit. $900 AMC. Ape shares voted and only 179 AMC. Do y'all realize how bad? I mean, have you really, tell me the truth, have y'all really stopped to think about how bad this situation is? The creation of ape really fucked over them, because when they created ape, they had to create the synthetics for it, and it made it worse. And then everybody's been buying and buying and buying and buying. Yeah, I believe the play's out of AA's hands too. Jesse, it's not the fact of, okay, I remember, and fuck it, I'll call his name. And now he's lying about it. But I remember, because I don't forget, I remember when the Mandalorian was having a situation at work. He was going to have to take the vaccine or he was going to have to be fired. And he chose to take the vaccine. He told everybody he took the vaccine. Now he's telling everybody he didn't. So which is it? I never took that shit. Holden says May 2019. God damn, you've been here a while. Thank you, Chris. Peace, love. Tell me about it, dog. Tell me about the people attacking Vicious. But see, I'm a fighter. When I seen my hat in that motherfucker's thumbnail, I said, oh, it's on. I said, I'm going to get high. I'm going to be sober. And I'm fixing to bring drama to these motherfuckers. Y'all think they're going to talk about me? Oh, look, check this out. Who makes mistakes? Can Adam Aaron make a mistake? Because if you go and you look at his tweet, he fucked up. He put NCM as the symbol for the company. It's not. It's NCMI. So he made a mistake. People think when you make a mistake, boy, these motherfuckers is ready to jump on you. That's how you know their attitudes. You know, every day, every fucking video these dudes do, they want to talk shit about Luke. They want to talk shit about Al. They want to talk shit about me, but they don't want to call my name. Mastro, anything's possible. When they shut these banks down and they say, y'all, we ain't got the money. Bullshit. Somebody's got the money. Where's the money at? It's in Ukraine, being divided up between the Bidens. Exactly. What Mark said, Tony don't make mistakes. And he's right. Tony's always right. And somebody that's always right is sus to me. Never been wrong. That's why, even though I hate that motherfucker, or not hate, I just don't like him. I watch him because he's right. And I don't mind you telling me I'm wrong, but you don't have to make a fucking video about it. You can message me. He got mad when he said, you see how I don't put out a video immediately. I wait and do the homework. I said, no, you wait to get your fucking script from Morgan Stanley on what you're supposed to say. Mr. J, you in heavy? Don't worry about it, dog. That weight's fixing to be lifted off you. Miss Gloria, hello. Welcome to the channel. I know I peed in Kenny's pool will get in them comments and he will eat their asses up. I love when I'm checking my messages and I see I peed in Kenny's pool getting shit right. Can't watch Tony. You know who I can't watch? I'll be honest. And he's got good DD now. Don't get me wrong. But I just can't watch that motherfucker. what's he shows half his face. What's his name? He always shows half his face. Trump 2024. Say, listen, why don't we start? I had something on my computer screen. We should start an email campaign to the Trump campaign and say, look, you want 4 million votes? All you got to do is promise us you're going to put somebody in the SEC chair that's going to do their job. Teddy Zane, that's right. I can't stand that motherfucker. But he's got good DD. When he tells you a stock's going to run, that motherfucker usually runs. But he tells me too late. You know why he covers half his face, huh? Have y'all ever thought about why this is his thing? Everybody has a thing. When I start my videos, what's up, everybody? When Frankie does his, he's got the same thing. When Donahue does his, he's got the same opening. And if you change your opening, people get mad. I tried to set a limit on my ape because I'm thinking if I set the limit, do like them, set the limit, but it's not true. Once it starts getting close to it, pull the buy order down. Well, see, Teddy Zane, Tony D, you know, this other motherfucker, what's his name? Scavenger. You know, these people have a lot of money. A lot of money. One of them talking about he gonna do a day trading, but you starting with $100,000, dude. All right, people like me, I don't have $100,000 to day trade with, so it's not gonna work out. He'll draw a crowd like that, but you're only gonna draw a few. I could tell him how to do a good live stream, but he don't want to talk to me. He's a fucking piece of shit. New York Angelo. Now I watch New York Angelo. I'm subscribed to his channel. I'm subscribed to his channel. I'm subscribed to a lot of them. Thomas James, I'm connected to him. I watch him, not necessarily because they're right, because nobody's right all the time except Tony D. Fuck yeah, Scavenger's got money, and I'm not going to embarrass him by exposing how he got his money. But yeah, that motherfucker got a lot of money. Don't think he don't. But people with a lot of money, they want to try to, y'all need to come over here. Look at how great we're doing. But motherfucker, we don't have $100,000 to play with. We'll have 100,000 when this bitch pops. I used to think Thomas James was a robot because he's always sitting in his chair and his arms always move the same way. And I said, that bitch is a robot. Yeah, I like New York Angelo because of his New York accent, because of he just looks cool. He looks like the Count on Sesame Street. I like the info he provides too about Thomas James. I've never heard of Data Zero. Are y'all enjoying yourself? I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and start talking about stocks and this and that. We know what's about to happen, or you should. So we just hanging out. I got a message in the Discord said, man, why don't you go live? And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Ape Father. I was doing a series of videos. You may remember it with the Star Wars theme, the music playing and the words scrolling up as it's going on. And I got in touch with Ape Father, and I wanted him to do like Darth Vader and say, CSI, I'm your father. And I was going to freak out just like Luke did in the movie. But he never got in touch with me to do it, but that would have been a good little video. I wanted to do a game show. Would y'all love to do a game show? Something to the effect of Jeopardy. I had a game show planned, but I couldn't get everybody together. I wanted Ape Father and I wanted Phil For Real on a game show. And I was setting it up to where Phil For Real was going to have easy questions like, have the shorts covered? And his answer was going to be no. So he got the points for that. And then with Ape Father, I was going to ask, what was the RS of AMC in June on 22nd? And you couldn't answer that. So it was a setup and we was just going to have fun. But nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to have fun. They just want to bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. No offense, ladies, but bitch like a bunch of women. No offense. Or maybe I should say they bitch like my ex-wife. You got $100,000 tied up in AMC? Good God Almighty. What's the covenant? I don't know what the covenant is. Scavenger for the next Bud count. No, I wouldn't put Scavenger on the Bud Light can. I'd put that other motherfucker. What's his name? Super Steve. If that motherfucker does a live or does a video and he's drinking Bud Light, I would drive the fuck out of him. Did y'all see? No, I don't know if I posted it. I did a post and put it in the Discord that Dylan Mulvaney was going to be doing the next AMC commercial. This is where magic happens. If the judge denies the RS, we go to the fucking moon. We'll go past the moon if she says no to the reverse stock split. Scavenger looks like he's a pretty strong little individual, and he's young. He'd whip the shit out of Matt Kors. Who profited the most from AMC? The board. Good God, the money these and Antara made $72 million, and they were not supposed to be selling their shares. The SEC game show. There was another video that came out, and I was wondering why nobody got upset about it. AMC commercial. I forget. There's a very good chance, Arcom, if y'all write the letters, if everybody was to just send the letters, mine's going out tomorrow. I'm going to the post office to mail it. I wish I could go, people. I'd be there to represent. I think we ought to have access to cameras in the courtroom. I don't know if that's possible, but man, if I could go to Delaware, I'd film that motherfucker. Trey lives with his mama. I don't know if that's true. He bought his mama a brand new car. He probably bought her a house too. So he don't live with his mother. His mother lives with him. We need somebody at the court. Donahue done said he's going, so we can keep up with Donahue. 29%. Good God. Yeah, I think it's not Trey lives with his mama. I think his mama lives with him. Tom Zazzulo. That was a pretty cool dude. I don't even know if he still makes videos, but what you do is you watch the videos and you try to separate the bullshit from the reality. Because he was pretty good, I thought. They was talking shit about him on Massalorian the other night. Tony don't like him. Of course Tony don't like him. Yeah, Donahue said he's going to be there. Oh, I'd hit him up and say, man, bitch, pay for my ticket and I'll fly up there with you. Who do I want to play me in the AMC movie? Tony. I'd like to see Tony play me. Nicolas Cage. Oh, that's a good thing. Sell bonds to pay off the debt and sell it to retail. We'd buy it. Yeah, Prometheus. That's why I say when somebody commented Trey lives with his mama, nah, I think it's the other way around. I did too. I followed Trey. How do you used to say it? Where we don't skip class. I forget his little handle. Yeah, there's always around it, Zen Holder. It's just I don't like credit cards. I don't like going in the whole Bible says, "Oh no man nothing." And if you can do that, that's good. I'd love, well, Matthew McConaughey, what? Ape Father? Who would play Ape Father? He's dead, but I'd say Jackie Gleason. Where we talk fast and don't skip class. Yeah. Where we talk fast. That's right. I remember it now. Better have me play me. Who's going to play Tony? Tony? Woody Harrison? Now, that would be a good one since I'm a stoner. Woody Harrison would be a good person. I want Tony D to play me. Man, I ain't been on an airplane in years. I don't think I've been on, well, I haven't. I haven't been on an airplane since I went to Germany and came home. Tom Hanks, is Tom Hanks even in the United States? That list of people that went to Epstein Island come out and that motherfucker hauled ass to another country and never came back. Elijah, thank you. Yes, it's all we hear is to chit chat and have fun. All right. Do I think it's going to squeeze? Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe we're there. I believe this is the moment we've been waiting on. But don't forget, it's going to be a controlled event. They can stop that motherfucker. Have y'all not noticed that? That when they barcode that bitch, look at Ape, how they barcoded it for like 2 or 3 days. They can do that if they want to. They can run it up. People will be excited. Oh, the short's covering. No, they letting that motherfucker run up. Robert De Niro for Lou. I could see that. I don't like Robert De Niro. I like his movies, but he's a piece of shit. Isn't it Robert De Niro that comes out on Trump all the time and he's a Trump hater? Or no, is that? I believe it's Robert De Niro. But I do like his movies. Joe Pesci. I just hope it don't end up with me going to jail. It'll end up with the bar shutting on me. I wish this was over, people. I wish it was over. And my channel's not going to end when it's over. We'll just switch over to a new thing. I want to teach y'all about Chat GPT. And since we have 213 people in here, let's talk about it real quick. All right. What's up, Takar 91? Well, I'm going to slaughter that, but I'm sorry. But hello. Dave, hello. Uncle Fester plays Lou. Know what I mean, Vern? I'll put $1 million on your books. You'll be able to do that pretty soon. Send me $1 million. Fuck. Where's Grandpa Barney? That motherfucker was ragging on me last night. I'm like, Grandpa Barney, you coming out on me? Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is the man. Notice how all of our favorite people are starting to get sick. You can pay for ChatGPT. As far as I know, it's $20. I haven't paid for it. The only difference between the regular ChatGPT and the Pro is that it moves faster for you. And I don't give a fuck. It gives me my answer in just a few seconds. So, I mean, sometimes when I want to get on, you can't because there's too many people. But if you have the Pro version, you can get on at any time. They don't stop you. But a lot of times around 2 or 3 in the morning, I can't use ChatGPT because it's too busy. But let's talk about ChatGPT. Who is that? Mr. J. Thank you very much. AA needs us way more than we need him. He knows that. I believe it's the end. Redwood. 99 likes. Thank y'all. We're almost at 50%. If one more person hits, we'll be good. ChatGPT, though. Here's the thing about ChatGPT. First off, they're talking shit about it on the news, all right, and how it's dangerous and how it's going to end the world. No, not ChatGPT, not what they're giving us, all right? Now, you see the dog that just got started in New York? That little fucking robot dog is so cool. Those are the danger. Those, if they decided to take over, would fuck over humans. ChatGPT, no. All ChatGPT is a language model. It goes in, it searches the data for you, and it gives you your answer. But here's the difference between Google and ChatGPT. If you ask Google a question, it'll give you the answer. If you ask ChatGPT that question, you sit there and you do what with it? You chat to it. It's like a person. You treat ChatGPT like it's a person. When I'm using my ChatGPT finance prompts, it says, you are a finance guru like Warren Buffett. So it's going to give me my responses in accordance to how Warren Buffett would answer. When I use my, and I haven't done it in a while because I'm consumed with AMC right now, but when, oh, fuck, I done lost my mind. I smoked too much dope. I lost my train of thought. I'm exhausted with it too. I see comments that go, you YouTubers, y'all don't want this play to end. You're fucking ass. I wish it was over with tonight. You could program into ChatGPT, you're Dr. Phil. All right. And that fucking ChatGPT will answer according to how Dr. Phil would answer. Massalorian's here. Come on, Mass. I'd have you on live, but I can't do it. YouTube needs to make it to where we can invite people to the stream. Get on the plane. I'll be one of them motherfuckers where they got them duct taped up and tied up and shit. What y'all think about my NFT idea? If you watch the video, there's only 1,400 people. That means that's when it gets shadow banned because I usually get between 3,000 and 5,000 views. This one here, I've only got 1,200 views. Gary Coleman. For real. Fuck, Al from Boston can play Al from Boston and you never see his face. Thank you. I can't pronounce that, but he says it's a great idea. Today's video, CSI, would be we should get AA to implement the NFTs. Yeah, listen, NFTs are worthless unless they have a utility. What's the purpose of the NFT? you get a 15% discount at the concession. Once you do that, it opens up a second utility that you can get 10% off in the merch store. Now, somebody at the concession may not have went to the merch store, but with a 10% discount, they might. And if you don't open your utilities, you could put it on the GameStop NFT and sell it and say the value is at least $25 if you haven't used the utilities, because you get a 15% discount on concessions. People would buy it. Plus, if you add in like a golden ticket, kind of like the chocolate factory thing, you get the golden ticket, you get to go here. That would be awesome. I think that's where we connect with Highcroft. With the golden ticket, you could win $5,000 in gold from Highcroft. And I'll see motherfuckers like Tony D and Mass Warren going, they don't have any gold. Shut the fuck up. Tomfoolery, what's happening? Cost to borrow. Cost to borrow. I seen it hit 1,000, now it's back down to 300. It changes every day. I don't know what to think about it. You should have checked go to your emails, search AMC, and start looking in those emails. If you signed up for Investor Connect, everybody should be signed up for Investor Connect. Everybody. We should have 4 million people in Investor Connect. But we don't. Why not? Because he doesn't promote it. But that video he did today, I can't remember who did it. They did a video, and Adam Aaron was talking about the AMC Investor Connect and the discount of going to see the movies early. Who did that video? Do y'all remember? Well, you can't do the NFT per share. FINRA won't approve it. GTI done went through that. I don't know, because it was there for a year. I mean, if there was a reason to own these motherfuckers, I'd go ahead and pay the fee. But right now, they're worthless. They're just something for me to go look at. Fuck that. Make them a utility to where you can get a discount at something. And it don't have to be the same one. It could be random. If you buy a movie online on demand, you can get an NFT. If you go to the movie theater and buy your tickets online and go ahead and reserve your tickets, you get an NFT. Those NFTs, once you get there and they scan it and you show that you have the NFT, it opens up the utility. You don't have to use it. You could sell it. But it could be a 15% off discount at the concession. It could be 10% off in the merch store. It's a random utility. We don't know what it is till it's open. That's what makes it valuable. That's right, tomfoolery. NFT, I mean, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I can get in trouble for this. And it would take a wrinkled brain apes to figure it out. But I believe ChatGPT told me that these tokenized shit that everybody always talks about, they started in the Wax wallet. And I know that we started the Wax wallet with the NFTs. And if you can connect, every time he gave us an NFT, was there a token made somewhere? I believe you can make a connection between these NFTs that he's given us and the tokens that are being made. But I'm not smart enough to figure that shit out. It takes a wrinkled brain ape. Clyde, thank you for stopping by. We just bullshitting. We ain't talking about nothing. Banks have their earnings tomorrow. That's right. Just say, for example, there's really, and the bootlickers don't want to talk about it no more. But let's just say, for example, they got 9 million. Well, let's see, 10 million. We'll round it off to 10 million. 10 million fake shares. And when I say fake shares, I mean when I hit this buy button and they sell that to me, that I know they don't have it. I know they don't have it. I believe there's an NFT. Every time he gave us an NFT, I bet you something was done with these tokenized stocks. And if anybody, or tokenized coins, and if anybody would be smart enough that could research that, you'd find the connection. Here's the thing about these tokenized coins. I hear everybody talk about them, and I want to do a video, but since we're live, we'll go ahead and talk about it now. Let's talk about these tokenized coins. All right. First off, somebody had to mint them. All right. And then they were sold. And I remember they was making an issue of the fact that they were bought by somebody and they never traded them. Well, who's the somebody that bought them? Because whoever's holding them is holding a bag. We'd like to know who sold them and who bought them. Buy gold and silver, I agree. You got 2 weeks to the judge. The fate of AMC is fixing to happen before the judge can get involved. What's up? I see you, Dimitri. Big Willie, Honey Horse. Maybe talk to someone who has made an intricate crypto coin. Yeah, somebody made that motherfucker. There's a paper trail, people. Yep. Mike said it again. Let me go ahead and post it. Letters to the judge. There's the address. You have to mail them snail mail. It doesn't get processed if it's email. Al told me. Al said you have to mail it, and it's better if I certify it and make sure that it's there. So I'll do that tomorrow. And I'll do a video at the post office. Common sense beats intelligence. It does. He says, Judge is a worthless as the regulators. I can wait to be proven wrong. Naked shorts and holding is all that matters. That's right. And I like his attitude. This is what I believe. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me tell you something. The Bible says there's no authority over us that he hasn't put. Okay. So the authority that's above us, such as the president, the vice president, the judges, they're put there by God. There's a reason for everything. Even though we can't figure out the reasons, there's always a reason for everything. And this judge, if you pray and you tell God, please touch this judge's heart to where they can rule in our favor, and you're praying and you're asking for that, not for selfish, I just want the squeeze to happen, but you want true and fair market fairness. Yes, Philip Lauder is on the board of directors at AMC, and Adam Aaron gets mad when you listen. Let me tell you something about ego. Marine's here. Marine, did you notice how mad Adam Aaron got when Robert was talking about Philip Lauder? All right. Well, Philip Lauder don't run shit. No, he got upset. He thinks he's the man, but he's not. Philip Lauder and the rest of them are. But now you got to understand, I was going to do a video about this. Let's talk about 3 groups of people. All right. First off, you got Adam Aaron. He's the CEO. And now, who tells Adam Aaron what to do? Let me see if y'all know the answer to that. Who tells Adam Aaron what he's supposed to do? God will lay your enemies at your feet. And it also says, don't fucking laugh and rejoice when your enemy is defeated. The board, that's right. Nope, not shareholders, the board. Did you know shareholders? I think that was kind of a, I don't know, public relations thing where we vote for Adam Aaron to be the fucking CEO. That's not how it works in the real world. The board puts the CEO in place, and the board tells the CEO how they want him to run the company. That's how it works. Now, Adam Aaron can say, I want to do this, and the board says no, he can't do it. That's why I think he went behind their backs on a couple of things and did it. If they're short one AMC, they're short one Ape. That's right. We was talking about that earlier. That the creation of Ape really fucked over them because whatever they were short AMC, they had to create that synthetic over here for Ape. So Ape started out with the same synthetic bullshit that AMC was going through, and they've only added to it. It's only gotten worse. Fuck that. Hold on a second. Got to finish this first. I hear a lot of people say, why don't Adam Aaron buy shares? Why don't the board buy shares? Why do you want them to have it? Because if they bought it, then when the motherfucker runs up, they'll sell it. So I'd rather them not even be in the play. Leave the shit to us. I did a video on that. Adam Aaron, just file the complaint with the SEC. We'll do the rest. And he never will. I can't believe I wanted Morant's Rants asked me, well, if you would have met me 2 years ago and hear what I said, would you have believed me? And I said, no, I wouldn't have believed you 2 years ago, even though he's right. I wouldn't have believed him because I was an ape, and apes had a mindset that said, oh, no, bullshit, that's fun. And we didn't listen to a lot of good information because it was fun. Yes, you're short an equal amount of ape. When ape was created, the same amount of synthetics for AMC was created for ape. Who is Prince? Where's Prince? Y'all saying, hey to Prince. I see Party Pete in the house. Mike, should I really start ragging you and talking shit to you like everybody else should do? Or everybody else does? Should I just start going, Mike, you don't know what you're talking about, Mike? I laughed my ass off. I said, no, fuck that. I got to get in a fight with my buddy too. Even though he's a Marine and I'm Army, we're soldiers. I heard, and listen, I'm going to say it live. No, I'm not. I changed my mind. 43 million FTDs. And they say, ain't nothing wrong with that. They 2 days, they were 2 days and they had it covered. Yeah, 2 days where they swapped them back and forth with one another. I appreciate Mike too. And I love it when he was on Fox News. That motherfucker was sitting there. Y'all couldn't see it, but his hands were going. He was scared to death. But you're on national television. Of course the man was scared, nervous. He is. But I got mad at Mike when he did his video about the EVs. I'm like, motherfucker, I'll take your side. Morant's Rants. Let me tell you something about Morant's. He's a piece of shit. All right. Because he's got so much hate in his heart and it rolls over into his videos. It's crazy. but he's got good DD. And I wanted to try to talk to him on the phone about how did you get this? Where is this at? And he wanted to be a dickhead. I don't want to talk to you. We not bitch. I don't want to be your friend either. But you got information that can help us, and I'd like to know about it. But he didn't want to talk. He just wanted to talk bullshit about AMC. $100 million? You think there's only 100 million? But if there's 100 million, awesome. Let's do the damn thing. I know that motherfucker talked about my teeth. I said, bitch, you got to go widescreen just so your head can fit in the screen. You gonna talk about my teeth? Thank you, I peed in Kenny's pool. James, what you said is practically impossible. We did. We did. We buried the hatchet. That don't mean I have to like a motherfucker. But I don't do no videos about him. We're just talking tonight. Morantz found out that doing a video about AMC got him a lot of views, and he started doing that. It's as simple as that. Rip to 30 very, very soon. And listen, it does not matter if you sell, people. Everybody gets up, we got to hold. No, you sell when you get to your target. When you look at this, and that motherfucker, I heard Mike say today, I looked at it, it was over $300,000. I sat here with Brenda, and she showed me and told me how much she was up when it hit 72. Bitch, please. I would have told all y'all kiss my ass. $300,000, I'm taking it. This ain't a game show. Nah, I think that's ugly. I really do. I ain't got but 2 teeth right here left. I look like a fucking rabbit. Good. Comes in handy. Sure. Everybody has a reason for starting a YouTube channel. I started my channel because Trey Trades was wrong and Matt Kors was wrong and the Masked Investor was wrong about the buy button. The buy button being taken away is not a bad thing. It is a good thing when they take the buy button. That is not an evil thing. That is them tapping out. They're saying, all right, we're through. We tap out. Take the buy button. That's them tapping out. Now all you got to do is wait for the price to go up. You go, well, if they take the buy button, who's going to be buying? Them. They're going to be paying for us for them shares they short. When that motherfucking buy button disappears, it's on, people. Yes, I tried to give him respect too because he's a smart dude, but he's got to be a dickhead. So let me tell you something. You know it's true. You've heard it said before that people don't care how much you know till they learn how much you care. If you care about the people, they will come. That's why I can be wrong. And people are like, hey, man, it's okay to be wrong. Why? Because I'm just cool. I'm laid out. I don't try to predict myself as some financial guru. I had to try to learn this bullshit because I couldn't trust what we were seeing on YouTube. I sat through MIT classes, people. And somebody made a comment, oh, yeah, but that was a YouTube video. What the fuck difference does it make? It was the same class they taught that MIT class that they paid about $50,000 for. I watched for free. And it was about how algorithms work because I was studying algorithms. Apex does own the float. You know who owns the entire float? I can tell you right now. if they wanted to really get down to the nut cutting, there's only one place they have to check, and that'd be FINRA. I mean, not FINRA, Fidelity, where everybody switched to. Yeah, I play options. I haven't played them in a while because I don't have the dry powder. I don't have $100,000 to play with. I am a normal, common retail investor just like you. Yeah, that's enough about Morantz. Y'all know he's a piece of shit. He needs to pray and ask God to forgive him for all the hate in his heart, and then he'd be an awesome dude. And then in his defense, he would say, you don't know why I have so much hate, but it doesn't matter. Jonah watched the Ninevites murder their children, murder their wives, their children, hang them from trees, cut the pregnant women's belly open and watch the baby fall to the ground. This is what that man watched, and all the hate that was in his heart. And God said, look, you can't come into heaven with that. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. That's why I'm not hating Adam Aaron. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Adam Aaron. You're against us. Cool. You're doing what you think is best. Cool. You're wrong. Let me tell y'all something about the Mandalorian, about me, about Tony, about all of us. All right. We have a purpose. All right. We're here for a purpose and for a reason. Everybody is. Me, Tony, Mandalorian. When the Mandalorian got started on his channel, I was there. I was there. Whimsy was there. Everybody was there over at the Mandalorian's channel. We would come, we would hang out. Everybody could chat to each other like y'all are doing now, just like I'm doing with y'all. Everybody's chatting and doing what they want to do over here. Some are paying attention. Some are just paying attention to the chat. But the Mandalorian's channel, where are we at? 1 hour and 43 minutes. Somebody tell the Mandalorian to watch this starting at 1:40 because I'm talking about him. I want him to know I'm talking about him. The Mandalorian's purpose in this play and what God has ordained for him to do was to be a rallying point for everybody to come and to grow together. All right. But what happened was, and we had a good time back in the day. Back in the day, it's only been 2 years ago. talk back in the day like it's 20 years ago. But he hooked up with Tony. All right. And this is just speculation. This is shit I heard. I don't know if it's true. So I don't want to be sued. But I heard Tony was paying him the Discord money. He was getting part of that. And so he started letting Tony take over his fucking show, and he's lost his purpose and his way. He's supposed to be the rallying point for everybody, but nobody will go and be there as long as Tony's there talking shit. No stock that you talk about, Tony agrees with. None. And he does not apply the same analysis to the stocks that he's talking about. Look, Hycroft is not going to be profitable for at least another year or two. Well, same thing with AMC. So why are you fucking talking shit about Hycroft, but praising AMC, and you're saying AMC is not going to be profitable for 2 years? Come on, man. But Mandalorian lost his way. He was supposed to be the rallying point. He was supposed to have people on his show like me. You know, that can be wrong. Tony to be there to correct us when we're wrong. But Tony took over the show, and now Tony runs the Mandalorian. He does. It's as simple as that. Everybody sees it except the Mandalorian. If he went and looked at his own chat and looked at his own comments, they would tell him, take that bitch off the show. He just ruins everybody's fucking attitude. He's a soul killer. I'm going to sell if we rip before the court case. Because if the court case happens and the judge rules that they can do the reverse stock split, this shit's over with. It's over, people. So if this bitch runs, and it's going to run, I believe it's going to run. I don't think they can stop it. Well, yeah, they can stop it. They can stop it anytime they want. They can't stop the squeeze. It's inevitable. It has to happen. But they can stop it and say it's only going to go this high, and that's it. And you motherfuckers better be happy with that. That's their attitude. I don't know. They wouldn't need a fucking fake name. If they come on. Let's get into it. I'm sober. They talk shit about I used to be a drunk. I don't give a fuck, and I still drink. This motherfucker's a Budweiser. Should I pour it down the drain or should I drink it? Y'all got like fucked up. I'm gonna drink my beer. Now tomorrow I'll buy a different brand, but tonight I'm finishing the 6-pack. Let me get out of the screen so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. I bought a new couch. Can y'all see my couch? I bought a new fucking couch. And I'd be goddamn. Y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Bear's so adorable. No, Bear tore the fucking cushion up on the couch. I come in, there was fucking cushion shit every fucking where. It took 2 dust pans to get rid of that shit. And I'm going, motherfucker, I just bought that couch. The 27th is the court date, Mark. Yeah. If she, just the word from her, approved this stock, y'all seen what it did when they said, we got the settlement. Boom, this motherfucker went down. And it would have continued falling if she hadn't have jumped in and said, no. I haven't ruled on settlement. Every day since that woman said no to the settlement, we went up. Simple as that. Why? Because the shorts have to cover. But if the reverse stock split happens, they don't have to. Why? Because they dropped from 138 to 13.8. And Adam Aaron, I have new shares. He will sell it to them, which is cool. And the price will run up a little bit when he does that. But then once they cover them 13 million shares, it goes back down. But we'll never make money on it because he's going to be the one to sell it to them. Pour my beer out. Motherfucker, y'all crazy. I'm going to pour it in this cup so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. I should have poured it in my CSI mug. Y'all want me to put that on sale? I can put that on sale in YouTube. People are like, you trying to make money. Bitch, I could be selling these. I got these and I got my hats. Somebody gave me this. They made this for me. Thank you. And the hats they made for me. Thank you. And they wanted me to sell the product for them. And I'm like, I could put it on YouTube. People buy the hat, people buy the cup. But I didn't want to be labeled that way. Store your treasures in heaven. 5 million. Oh, Lord, what's going on? Yeah, I knew that. Should we buy Bud Light stock? That's Budweiser, by the way. My dad, believe it or not, my dad's starting to get involved in this shit. And he said, son, what's going to happen to the shareholders of Budweiser? And I said, they're going to be pissed off because this motherfucker's going to crash. He said, that's not right. And I said, dude, Dad, they set that shit up. You don't really think. Never mind. I won't even go there. Chris, what's happening? I agree. Tony Massalorian is a great guy. I love the Massalorian. but you let Tony control you. And boy, there'll be videos about that tomorrow. Tony don't control me. Nobody can bullshit. See, that's the thing. You don't stop to look at the situation. When you tell some people, stop hating. I'm not hating. You really? Stop and look at the situation. You're a fucking hater. Maybe on purpose. That's right, Tom. Maybe it was on purpose. What kind of response did you think you were going to get? Nike on TikTok, I seen a video over here on YouTube. I don't do TikTok, but Nike women are burning their Nike sports bra because Nike had Dylan Mulvaney do a fucking ad for them. And they said, bitch, that's not a woman. And the women are offended. So they're burning their bras. And I love it. He did. Robert did a great job. Robert did better than me. I would have lost my cool. I would have told him straight up, man, look, fuck you. I'm not talking about this motherfucker. I'm not here to talk about it here. I'm here to talk about Adam Aaron and what he said. I wish you'd give me that motherfucking video, Robert, or audio. Oh, I hear you're rolling over in his grave. Let me tell y'all something. We got some bad times coming. Some real bad. I heard, and I told Al, and I haven't went back and found the article yet, but I was sitting at my dad's and they had an article and he showed it to me. He said, son, look at this. And it was Canada is going to not use the American dollar anymore. That's my coffee pot going on. It's a shame. It's a shame what they have done to this country and to our children. It's a shame. And it's a plot. All you had to do was play the video. Oh, look, we got to get Adam Aaron's. No, you don't need Adam Aaron's permission, motherfucker. It's a recording. And Robert knew it was being recorded, and that's all you need. They could have played that, but they knew they couldn't. They couldn't play that audio. Come on my show. I'll play that motherfucker. And then we'll talk about it. And we'll talk about it intelligently. Not from hate where Adam Aaron, I hate Adam Aaron and everything he says is wrong. That's not true. He's asking about EVs right now, and people want to start bullshit about, oh, it costs too much, and who's going to do? Listen, that's for the committee to figure out, okay? And when you buy more than one, you get a discount on them motherfuckers, I'm sure. So if we bought 50 of them, they wouldn't cost $25,000. We might could get them for 15. And if Elon's involved, we might get them less than that. There's a saying I use, don't tell me what can't be done. Tell me how to do it. All right. I put the idea out there. How can we make this work? Oh, you can't make that. Don't tell me it can't be done. It can be done. You could put a utility to those NFTs. It can be done. You could put charging ports. If Cinemark has them, God damn it, then it's affordable enough for AMC. No, we did not buy Cinemark. Pantheon changed his name. This bitch got a name. I am a professional. And you're talking just trash shit to me. And I'm thinking, how are you saying you're a professional with your attitude? Talking ugly things to people. How are you a professional? No, the fact is, he's a bullshit setup person that came to our community and told us everything wrong. I'll go back and show you the videos. NSCC 2021-10. That's the pawn shop rule. Brokers are going to be able to borrow shares from the DTCC and put their shares over here, and the DTCC is going to give them money, and that's how we're going to get paid out. We went through that shit with the Pantheon for 6 months. And then NSCC 2021-10 was canceled. Then they came back with 2022-3, I think, and passed it. And that is a anti-squeeze policy, by the way. It stops people. It stops this shit from ever happening again, as long as somebody's at the wheel. I'm a professional. Bullshit. You're a professional hustler. Yeah, Robert's here. I will sell. I'm going to be honest with y'all. All right. First off, let me say this. It doesn't matter. I said, shit, I'm thinking I got something on my screen. I keep rubbing my screen. I got that road up there and it's showing on my screen. It doesn't matter if you sell, people. If you sell your shares, it has no effect on that price. None. I will sell my first set of shares at 35. Not many, just enough to maybe get 3/4 of my investment back and let it run up a little bit more. And then at around 45, I'll sell again and I get all my investment back. And then it's on, because I'll just let the shit ride after my money is cleared. 48. See, everybody should have their own number. Now, mine's 35. All right. So I'll sell a few shares and ride it on out. But if I sold everything and it continued to run, I could give a fuck less. I got my target price. That's all that mattered. If it runs up to 120, I miss out on all that profit. I could sit here and go, ooh, I should have held on to. Now, fuck that. I made my money. That's all that matters. That's all that matters to you, is that you should have a target price. Say, I'm comfortable with this and getting my money back. But always, it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. You should save a few shares just in case this bitch goes. But I don't see them letting it go over 100, 150. You got the 149. You know, I just said 150. They'll stop it because they won't be able to afford it. Do you know why we're creeping up? Do you know why it's only 10 cents today and 13 cents the next day and 9 cents the next day? Do y'all know why they're doing that? I do. I know why. I don't give a fuck what Tony says with his fundamentals. I know why we're creeping up 10 cents at a time. Why? Because when we're creeping up, nobody's selling. But if this bitch jumps to 12 or jumps to 20 real quick, you're going to have a lot of people sell. And they don't want that. They don't want you hitting that sell button. All right? So they creep it up a little bit at a time. A little bit out, and you're getting excited. Everything's fine. It's not a MOAS. It's not a squeeze. It's only going up 10 cents at a time, 12 cents the next day. But nobody's going to sell when it's doing that. But if it rips, people would sell, and that's not what they want. They can creep this motherfucker all the way up to 20. And as they creep it up, people will buy because they believe it's going to rip. And it might rip. But I doubt it. They're not going to let it rip. Oh, I know. TD Ameritrade, I was fucked up with them. I tried to sell something and they wouldn't, the order wouldn't go through. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's not how this works. There's a seller on the other end. I don't give a fuck if it's the broker. Oz, I feel you. No big deal about the Nicole Kidman thing. It was a commercial. And if you ask me, I think we need to do more. We should have commercials on TV, people, about the fun and like you just said, the fun and the family environment at AMC, at our merch store, at our concession stands. Somebody said we need to bring back the arcades. That would be fun, to bring back the arcade. And it could be updated to the 2023, 21st century arcade games. But man, a good arcade, man, that's a lot of money. And last time I played an arcade game, it cost $1 to play. I'm like, fuck, it was 25 cents when I was a kid. We squeeze tomorrow, AMC Ape. But I agree with you. We should do another commercial. Family environment at the AMC theater, enjoying a movie, enjoying the concessions, enjoying the merchandise, enjoying themselves at AMC. We should do a commercial like that. That costs money, and we need to try to pay the man. Shut the fuck up. We need promotion. When I had my store, all right, I was gaining popularity. All right. In my store was gaining popularity. But when my brother got involved and he said, let's do some advertisements. And I said, what kind of advertisement? Well, let's go radio. And when we did our radio advertisements, we went and had somebody do a song for us. And that song was part of the commercial. And man, people, let me tell you something. We blew up 500, 600%. I was making $5,000 before lunch. I was fucked up with the money we was making. Yes, I believe we're ripping soon, old dog. I really do. I believe it in my people say, oh, you shouldn't. That's financial advice. I'm fuck that. I'm telling y'all, in my heart, I believe we're fixing to run. I believe we're going to run before the judge gets to say so. I had a legal weed store. And I went to jail for it. It was legal, but I was on parole and I didn't tell my parole officer, and them motherfuckers put me in jail. But when I got out, there was $268,000. And guess what happened? The feds come in and took that. And I was like, you motherfucker. So I want at least $268,000 out of AMC's play to make back the money the feds took from me. I heard that, Casey, that you could do a drive-in because of the electric vehicles. There's no exhaust and stuff, and that's pretty cool to do. That's probably about a year down the road planning, but that's a good idea. Yeah, I had a legal weed store, but I switched jobs. I quit my construction job to open that store. All right, and I took my income tax money and my paycheck, and I opened the store. And when I opened that motherfucker, there was a white table and a box that I put the money in and the products that I sold on that white table. And then within a month, man, I had a full-blown fucking shop. And then there was a fire, and then the ATF came because they say any fire in a building that's a commercial building, the ATF investigates. The ATF found out I was on parole. They called my parole officer, said, you know he's running a weed store? My parole officer said, no, put his ass back in jail for 2 years. That's what happened to me. And I went back to jail. Oh my God. Yeah, leave your address off it. I left mine. My name's up there, no address, and I sent my letter. It's no big deal. Because I didn't want my, when it gets processed, Al from Boston is probably going to do a video about it, and I didn't want my address out there. It's bad enough you motherfuckers know my real name. That's so crazy how they listen. You're going to do the arbitrage. I agree with Mike. The arbitrage happens in the market cap, not the price of the stock. I seen Mike's video on that, and I said, motherfucker, if he ain't right. Yeah, I went to jail for 2 years, got back out, and then the fucking flood happened. And I lost everything in the fucking flood, and me and Boomer lived in a storage shit. And I had to work my way back up. But I own my own house, my own trailer. I'm happy. I am totally happy with my life. I take these dogs out and let them run out in the yard, and the kids are out there playing with them. I love my life. People say, "Oh, you live in a trailer." Bitch, you own a mortgage with about $100,000. That is not your house. You miss a payment, you're going to find out whose house that is. Me, my bills total what some people's electric bill is. Just saying. Do you know what would happen if that judge ordered a share count? This motherfucker would go through the roof. No, not the Katrina flood. This is after the Katrina flood. Just Google Louisiana 2016 flood. It's called the Great Flood because the whole fucking state flooded everywhere. Everywhere. We had water that was 14 feet deep. We was getting out of one situation, and a friend of mine, tied a rope to the tree. So he jumps out the fucking boat and he swims to the tree with the fucking rope, ties it to the tree, and he's getting ate up. He gets back in the boat. There's ants all over his fucking ass. And we had to get the ants off of him. That was that was terrible. Yes, I believe she'll say that ape was illegal. The ape after the dividend was illegal. All right. The dividend, we're not happy with it, but those apes had the right to vote because it's part of AMC. The other apes aren't, so they shouldn't have had a right to vote. Antara shouldn't have had the right to vote because they're not part of AMC. The first set of apes, the 517 million apes they created, yes, they're part of AMC. The other apes aren't. Yeah, she could do a lot with ape. She could say that ape had no right to vote. All right. Then we have to do another vote. Can we use what as a legal challenge, Steve? Hey, Michael Myers, you're not here to kill nobody, huh? I told my dad the story about Michael Myers a couple days ago. Y'all know the story about Michael Myers? Huh? And Jason and Freddy? Do y'all know the real story behind those movies? Yes, we need a third party share count. Steve, you talking about ape? 514 million and nothing sold after? Are you talking about when ape was created? Yes. The slasher movies from the 80s, Michael Myers, Jason, and all those, if you remember, think about it. Every time they killed somebody, what was they doing? They were having sex. Michael Myers and Jason, well, you didn't want to be having sex with Jason around because Jason gonna put the spear through both of you. They were having sex. The reason that they came out with Jason and Michael Myers, the government was saying that there's a problem with people, with young kids, teenagers, and pregnancy. We got to do something to slow the pregnancy of teenagers down. So they concocted this plan to have Jason and Michael Myers and all them. They slash you when you're having sex, and that was supposed to scare them, the teenagers, and say, "Oh God, if we have sex, Michael Myers will kill us." But it had an opposite effect. It sets them in the mind when the woman is watching Jason slash and kill people, and the man sitting there next to her, and she grabs him for safety. Yeah, And then the next thing after that's going to be, we're going to fuck. And it had an opposite effect. The fear caused the woman or young ladies to look to the men for strength. And then the next thing you know, more kids. I talk about everything on my channel. Hector, thank you. The vote will never be a yes if they do it right. Never. Never. You notice, I won't even get into it because I don't follow the motherfucker, but I ain't seen a video from Bigums in a while. They won't answer one question. Just answer me one question. How many shares, how many people was in the Mandalorian the other night? And I'd say, how many shares are they short right now? 138. If the reverse stock split happens, what they're going to be short? We don't want to talk about that. Well, it's because you know you're fucking wrong. See, I can be wrong about did AMC buy NCMI, and there's no problem with that. But if you're wrong on the yes vote, and you know you are, you know you're on the opposite side. Let me tell you something. Do you realize where you at, Mike? When y'all told Mandalorian, listen to that video or audio, he sat back with them earphones on and he listened to that, and his face was fucked up. He couldn't believe what he was hearing, but he couldn't say nothing about it because it was going to piss Tony off. But I was watching the Mandalorian, and I watched him listening to it, and I watched his reactions, and he couldn't come out and say what he wanted to say because it goes against the narrative that Tony's pushing. Just saying. 2 hours and 12 minutes, somebody sent that clip to him. Alan, me and fucking Mike we was tag teaming them bitches. And we was asking questions, just simple questions, and you won't answer them. Go ahead and say it. Tony thinks he's God. And then he goes, listen, I don't want to be ugly, but, well, that means you're about to be ugly. Don't be ugly. It's too late for the DRS bullshit, Bruce. Honestly, and I told Froggy I'd eventually come around and say it. We should have DRS'd. We should have. We could have locked up the float at Computer Share in no time. In no time. But it's too late for that. But I'm a step ahead. I know what games they'll play. That's why I said, as soon as I hit 10,000 Highcroft, them bitches is DRS'd. And everybody should DRS their Highcroft shares. And you can buy shares from Computer Share. Camille, I see you. K1, the whole world is still holding. Yep. That's right. Paul, I agree. Give me my money and do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I'm not just going to hand you over 9 out of 10 shares that I own. I worked hard to get these shares. Every day I sweated to get these shares. Nobody gave me the, I'm just like y'all. I'm a share. You're a fucking lie. You ain't paid 1 penny for them shares. Yeah, you can open I talked to Computer Share. They said you can open an account with $10. All right. Now, here's the problem with Computer Share. If you sell, they will send you your check and you have to send it back to them. It's crazy. And I'm going to get more into Computer Share in the future when I get ready to do my DRS of Highcroft. So y'all stick around for that. And we'll see how that works. You can buy straight from Computer Share, just like they're a broker. And I ask them, oh, no, you can't do that. Computer share holds the shares and brokers go first. And I asked them, and they said, that's bullshit. If you place an order to buy, they're going to buy it. If you place an order to sell, they're going to sell it. They come up with reasons why we shouldn't have DRS'd, and you should have. I agree with you, Mike, but what about the ones that said they never got a fucking proxy? What about the ones that said they got a proxy after the vote? If you feel safe at Vanguard, cool. I'm not here to run anybody or any platform down. All I'm saying is we should have DRS'd. 6 months ago, if we would have pushed for DRS, we'd be busting their ass. We'd have all the shares locked up. Joseph said he got 200 shares in Cash App and he never got a proxy. You really, god damn. Cash App, I'd never use them for a broker. But then maybe they're good. But then again, you're saying you didn't get your proxy. So cash burn. Let me tell you something about cash burn. It's cash burn. And we got expenses. Motherfucker, we made $600,000 on the Ant-Man helmet popcorn. $600,000. We just broke another record with Mario Brothers. We broke another record with, what's the movie that was before it? That was big. All right? We're breaking records. What does that mean? That means we're making money. We don't have to dilute. We could use the money we get, build up on some reserves, send motherfuckers over to the YouTube channel. Do you realize I told y'all some of them channels on YouTube, 25 million views of a trailer? All you got to do is promote it. All he's got to do is tweet it. Whoever put that video out today about Adam Aaron speaking, it looked like an interview. Why didn't Adam Aaron post that on YouTube? Huh? See? It's very simple. He could have posted that video on YouTube. Everybody would have went and watched it. He could give us an update right now and post it on YouTube, and everybody would be watching it, just like y'all do me. Only thing is, AMC will get the money. Don't hate AMC. It's not the theater's fault. It's not the building's fault that they're doing what they're doing. I love the company. Prometheus, did you write the judge and tell her you didn't receive a proxy statement and that you weren't allowed to vote? That's a good fucking letter. I was not allowed to vote in the election because I didn't get a proxy statement. Boom. That's right. Send the letter. Hold on. Here's that. Here, write it down. You have to mail it, snail mail. It's better to go to the post office. You have to send $2 per page for your letter to be processed. AA is the worst CEO ever. Well, let me tell you something real quick. All right. GTII is fighting the shorts. Now, and I have to look at the chart, and I might be wrong because I ain't looking at the chart, but I know the story. They did warrants trying to get the shorts to cover. The warrants didn't work. They tried a preferred equity unit. It didn't work. That's why when Ape came out, I said, it's not going to work. GTII tried that. It didn't work. All right. But what do you think the shareholders think of their CEO? He won't do nothing. Everything he does is fucked up. He's got to be the worst CEO. He's trying. He's trying. He's fighting, but they're winning. That could be the case with Adam Aaron. Because I was asking Al, do you think, and let's forget what we think we know, but could Adam Aaron not really believe us? Because I referred to Patrick Byrne. Patrick Byrne said that he didn't believe it, that he got his shareholders would tell him, he'd get phone calls about it, and he'd just blow it off. These motherfuckers is crazy. Then one day he got a phone call, and the guy told him, this is about to happen. And when it happened, he said, wait a minute. He woke up. Could it be possible the same thing with AA? AA does not believe us, because my dad wouldn't believe me, because a lot of people believe that this is the way it's supposed to work, so it's going to work that way. You know, he believes in the system, Adam Aaron, and he believes the system's working right. It's possible. You never take any card off the table. Put all the pieces of the puzzle on the table, and you got to think, well, is it possible that he really doesn't know? Is it really possible that he's friends with Philip Lauder and he would never think that Philip Lauder would fuck over him, but he does? So he don't admit manipulation. And maybe he really, really doesn't believe it. Like Patrick Byrne. People go, you're defending Adam Aaron. I don't defend a motherfucker. I just leave that card on the table that says it's possible that he really doesn't believe us. I know. Alan, let me tell you something. All right. Thank you for Honey Horse. If everyone with over 1,000 shares transferred shares from one broker to another, they are forced to find real shares. No, they're not forced to find real shares. No, that's not true. Okay, here's how it would work. If you hit your sell button, whatever broker you with, if they don't have that share, they have to pay that price. They don't have to find a share. They just have to cover the sell price. So if it run up today to 35 and I sold 50 shares, well, they don't have to locate 50 shares. They just have to pay me the money for that motherfucker. When I hit it in 50, bitch, you better have my money. I don't give a fuck if you have a share or not. Have my money. That's what I'm saying. It's possible. It's very, very possible that Adam Aaron's not a part of this and that he really, really doesn't believe us. But one day he's going to wake up and go, wait a minute, just like Patrick Byrne, say, wait a minute, something is really fucked up here. But then again, he could be riding with him. But you have to leave the cards on the table. Yes, they're getting gold from the leach pads, but I think they've completed that. They're going to need an infusion of cash. And let me tell you real quick, they're not going to get an infusion of cash selling a fucking coin with Adam Aaron's face on it. Can you imagine? This bitch got a fucking Adam Aaron coin. Pre-order it. Man, fuck you. Give me my AMC Highcroft is good. Oh, something happened. Let's see. Yeah. Do y'all understand that? Listen to me. Because people believe this. They have to locate a share. No. If you hit your sell button at 35, that broker has to cover that sale. Whether they have a sell or not, they have to cover that price. That's why they won't let it run up. They can't afford you hitting your sell button. Yeah, I heard Adam Aaron was in talks with Dylan Mulvaney to do the next commercial for AMC. This is where magic happens. Pay off the debt. I'm down with what somebody said. Do the bonds. I'll buy a bond if you want to sell shares. He's not going to take that money and pay the debt down. He's going to buy shit with it. He's going to buy fucking Cinemark. I would buy, if I was CEO of that company right now, I would buy NCMI. I would buy that straight out. That would become a part of AMC. Now we're showing commercials in fucking Cinemark and Regal. They paying us for the advertisements. Mr. Liquid, CSI clearly doesn't know any EWS. I don't know what that means. You prove me wrong then, motherfucker. If you say I don't know what I'm talking about, prove me wrong. Don't say I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that when I hit that button at $35, that broker has to pay me. I don't give a fuck if he has a share or not. Now prove me wrong. See, that's how I act when somebody stupid talks, like Tony and them want to talk stupid shit. Come on, bitch. Let's go head to head with me. Prove me wrong. If I hit that sell button, that fucking broker's got to pay me. I don't give a fuck if he has a share or not. I don't want Adam Aaron buying shares. If Adam Aaron and the board buy shares, that just means there's shares that they're going to sell when this bitch rips, just like it did when it went to 72. So why would you want Adam Aaron and the board to buy shares so that if this bitch runs to 72, they can sell? They got shares already that was gifted to them by me. I gave them motherfuckers them shares. And that's all they need. They don't need to go buy no more, because they'll kill the squeeze. Yes, honey horse, it is. I talked about that months ago, that if you wanted to switch brokers, if I wanted to leave Moo Moo and go over to Weeble, and if I push that sell button, Moo Moo has to come up with that money. Simple as that. They don't need a share. They need the money to pay me. And once I have that money and I transfer, if everybody did that, you would crumble Moo Moo. If there was a big sell-off of one app, Moo Moo, Fidelity, if people switched from Fidelity right now, you'd smash Fidelity. They couldn't do it. They couldn't process it. Fidelity owns the float of AMC. I've said it. 2 hours and 28 minutes. I just said it. Fidelity owns the float of AMC. How do you know that, CSI? Because everybody rushed over to Fidelity when the YouTubers were pushing to switch, and I was hollering, no, stay where you're at. We're fucking punishing them right now. Well, everybody switched to Fidelity. Fidelity's got the float, I guarantee it. If they check Fidelity's books on how many shares of AMC they're in, they would own the float. Phil for real was a good motherfucker, man. Till he got with Bigums, and Bigums got in his head, and Tony got in his head, and he thinks that, I don't know, he thinks running with them is cool, but it's not. It's not. But that's his choice. He's a grown man. And if he decides that's where he wants to go, let him go there. Just bad DD. Prometheus, I agree 1,000,000%. What's the short interest? Ortex says the short interest is 22%. Bitch, Ken Griffin told you that. Who do you think's running Ortex? Today it could be 22%. Then tomorrow it could be 15%, because that's all they report. And then a YouTuber's going to do a video. The shorts have covered, and 6% of the shares that are short, blah, blah, blah. No, that's just what they decided to tell us today. Where the haters at? I thought I'd have some haters in this motherfucker. I was ready for a brawl tonight, but everybody's here in love. I appreciate y'all. Every one of y'all, I appreciate. You're like family to me. I'm so tired. Look, I laid down. As soon as I lay down, my dad calls me. I'm asleep 2 hours. Hey, what's up? Son, my blood sugar's too low. I don't know. I said, I'm on the way. And that happens all the time. And I was so fucking burnt out today. I laid down on the couch at 12 with the dogs. I woke up at 7:30. I seen the clock. I said 7:30. Fuck, because I got to be over there to help him. Tomorrow I clean his house for him. And I'm thinking it's 7:30 in the morning. I start getting dressed to go next door. And I realized, I sit down. I said, well, let me look and see what's going on real quick. And it's 7:30 at night. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's how tired I was. Okay, CSI, I hate that shit. Shirt? What shirt? Shit. What shit do you hate? I need a new one. I need a new groupie. She was a nice woman. She was a mean bitch, but she was nice too. Mean bitch. Mean bitch. She got mad because I fed Boomer off my plate. I'm like, bitch, we've been through a flood together. If you turn off lending, I seen a YouTuber do a video about this. They're going to lend it out anyway, whether you turn it on or off. They're going to do whatever they got to do to try to save their ass. Now, if they loan it out and they ain't got it when you hit that sell button, what do they have to come up with? Oh, you don't like my shirt. Well, I got another one over there. I'm sorry. I picked this one because I like maroon. I thought maroon was cool. At least you didn't say you didn't like my hat. I'm not going to tell you if you should sell your ape to buy AMC. Ape and AMC, they have to run. Ape has to run with it. It's not going to be none of that. AMC goes up and Ape goes down. This shit's over with, people. I believe in my heart, this shit's over with. In 2 weeks, we might not be talking about AMC no more. But I'll be talking about Highcroft, and then we'll be talking about more ideas that can help AMC. Everybody should go watch an AMC trailer, all right, and generate income for AMC. 2 minutes? You ain't got 2 minutes to go watch a trailer so that AMC can get free revenue. 2 minutes? Y'all watch me for 2 minutes. Oh, Roll Tide? Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, I knew a motherfucker. I was my roommate. He was Alabama. This motherfucker had the Lucky Alabama shirt and all the other shit. Got to wear the right socks. When Alabama was playing, he had a little football that he held and was screaming at the TV. And I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. It's a fucking football game. Yes, it's monetized, Marine. We got over 100 and something thousand subscribers. Yeah, it's monetized. All we got to do is watch the videos. That's why I said, tweet Adam Aaron and say, why aren't you promoting the YouTube channel? That's free revenue. Put a video up there of him updating us instead of just a tweet. It takes 2 minutes. Hey, everybody. Did y'all see what happened today? We're lucky. We moved up a little bit. We got things working, going here, going there. Whatever he wants to tell us. We'd go watch it, and it's fucking free revenue. I know. Say, don't tell me about hating Alabama. Alabama stole our coach, Nick Saban. We had a coach, man, we was busting fucking ass. Then he runs over there to Alabama. Sellout piece of shit. Now, that's another thing. You take the trailers, or here's another idea. We own the rights to some movies. Y'all understand that? And if you don't own the rights to a movie, you can buy them. And you can put that video on YouTube. That's a 2-hour viewing. Do you realize how much money that is? I was going to say Smokey and the Bandit. If we could get the rights to Smokey and the Bandit, put Smokey and the Bandit on there. And tell everybody, hey, we just got the rights to Smokey and the Bandit. It's going to be airing live on YouTube on Friday at 7 o'clock at night, blah, blah, blah. It's just a quick video to tell you what video he's putting up, and then everybody can watch that motherfucker. Free fucking money. I know, because I get it. I had to put it in here. I get in trouble with YouTube when I use the can. Yeah, he's too busy running around the country trying to be a rock star. Yeah, but we built that monster. We built that monster. He couldn't be Elvis if Elvis didn't have any followers. But they won't. CSI Prometheus says all the YouTubers with a Twitter account could share the AMC videos to Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Yes, they could, but they don't. I can't. I'm locked out of my Twitter account, and it won't let me back in. Elon, help. I don't trust him. I didn't say I trusted him. I just say I'm not going to let hate come in, because once hate's in, then you start making decisions based upon that hate. And that's not a good thing. Well, let me tell you something. AA's running around this country doing what he's doing because that's what they want him to do. And in case y'all hadn't caught on, I told my dad today, I said, I watched a video by Adam Aaron. He knows all about AMC. And I said, and finally something clicked on me. Every single speech at every single theater is the same. It's the same speech. I used to watch Donald Trump, and on his rallies, he'd be in Missouri today and he'd be in Virginia tomorrow. Well, I was going to watch that Virginia fucking rally. I was a Trumper boy. I got the flag in my room, in my office back there. But I realized after about the 6th Trump rally that it was all the same speech. Now it would change up a little bit when he'd go, okay, is in Ohio, Jim Jordan's here. Hey, Jim Jordan, come on up. See, he's in Ohio, so he breaks away from his normal speech and he does his thing. Then he gets back to the speech. Same thing with Adam Aaron. It is a pre-canned speech that he gives at every theater. I mean, I got my first kiss at a movie theater. Why did he say that? Because he knows I got my first kiss. Didn't you get your first kiss? Everybody goes, well, not at the movie theater, but I did do this at the movie theater in people's minds, and they love it. It's all a setup. It's a speech. It's a canned speech that he gives at every fucking meeting. There, from start to finish, same fucking speech. Now it changes up depending on what location he's in, where he's going to talk about the Missouri AMC and so forth. You know what I loved? I loved when he was giving that speech and that motherfucker come by and swept right in front of him. And I'm like, this bitch, this is the CEO of the fucking company, and you're going to come right in and start sweeping around his feet? I loved it. Would I buy a fishing boat with AMC? No, I don't fish. I don't fish. I go on a party barge, but I don't fish. I'm gonna sit out there all fucking day trying to outsmart a fish. I can run to Walmart and get a box of it. That's what my dad told me when I was a kid. I said, my friend was going hunting. Dad, such and such going hunting. Can I go with him? He said, son, why do you think they make Winn-Dixie? You ain't got to go out in the woods and look for that shit. Go to Winn-Dixie. And that's the same way I feel about everything else. Oh, what the fuck did they call that? A butter what? That was on a movie. Cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn tub. Who the fuck said that? And the mom was like, you better not have gave a butter something. A butter beat off. That was Kevin Hart. A butter beat off. No, your average will go up when the 8 merges. What's your average RW? Add a 0 to it. For example, my average is $9 and something. Okay. Well, when they do the split, my average is going to be $90. The SEC commercial. People got mad at me about when I made my video about the SEC commercial and the meme stock thing. Listen, that was not a hit piece, people. That was a good commercial. Why? Because the theme of it was don't get your stock information on social media. That was the purpose of the video. It had nothing to do with AMC, but AMC's tied up in the squeeze, and we see that video and we got mad. Oh, the SEC's mocking us. Who mocked us? And I said, this motherfucker just mocked us. Nobody got mad. And I love what the Marine said. And he's absolutely right. If I would have come out 2 weeks ago and said, listen, people, there is no fucking synthetic shares. All right. There is no fucking MOAS. That is bullshit. Everybody would have unsubscribed from my channel. But Adam Aaron said it. It's like, oh, there's no synthetics. And then Tony says there's no synthetics. Then he realizes he's fucked up and he's like, well, I never said it. Bitch, you said it 10 minutes ago that you didn't believe there were synthetics and you agreed with Adam Aaron. But then you realize that's not a popular thing to say. So let me change my opinion. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck if all of y'all unsubscribe. I'm going to tell y'all the truth of what I believe. And if people don't like it, they can leave. And if you do like it, you can give us a thumbs up. Why would you be 96? Well, when you do the merger and the price thing, yeah, I can see that. But basically, you could just add a fucking 0. It's a 10-to-1 reverse stock split. My $9 ape is going to be $90 when they convert. Now, whatever they do after that, I don't know how that shit's going to work. They could do a 40%. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, the reverse stock split happens first. That means your ape is going to be add a 0 to it before the conversion. Now, after the conversion, I have no fucking idea how they're going to do that. But I know goddamn well before the conversion, they're going to do a reverse stock split, and it's going to be $90.38 or $93.80, what you just said, and then the conversion happens. And what it is after that, I don't know. But you can just add a 0 because it's a reverse stock split first, then a conversion. I hear you, Nene. When I hit that sell button, somebody better have my motherfucking money or I'm going to be finding that office. I like that, Brian. That's good thinking. Tom, you got kicked from my Discord? Because sometimes I clean up whenever I see that a lot of people it's like 288 people in there right now, and I don't want it to go higher. I might delete 15 people that day because they never contribute anything to the Discord. They're just there. And I don't want people just sitting there watching what we're talking about. If you're not going to be involved in the discussions, I don't want you in the Discord. So I may have deleted you on accident. And I'm sorry. Send me. I used to could get in my Twitter account. You have to send me an email now, and I'll put you back in there. I'm so sorry. I know you're active. And if it happened, it was an accident, my friend. Ed, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to happen. It's hard to say what day. I'm just going to tell you, every fucking day, I'm up for pre-market because I'm expecting it. Well, Prometheus, I remember when you were talking about that in 2021. Do you remember what the YouTubers and everybody said about a dividend? They said we couldn't get a dividend as long as we were in debt. But we ended up getting one anyway. I Googled it and went to ChatGPT and asked them, and ChatGPT said, sure, you can give a dividend. So, okay, Mike says, take your current cost average, multiply that number of shares, get total money invested, and take the number and divide that by, man, fuck all that. I'll wake up and it'll be done. Kind of like an operation. I had an operation one time on my nose. This motherfucker, can y'all see my nose? How that motherfucker's crooked. This motherfucker kicked me in my face with size 11 cowboy boots. He was kicking the shit out of me. Boom, boom. My little brother jumped from a top balcony, jumped down and landed on him. And when he did, he went to whipping his ass, and I got up and I started whipping the other motherfucker's ass. But he broke my nose in 2 places, and now it's like a fucking ski slope. Well, I had to have an operation because it had sunk it in, and they built up this cartilage right here. And I woke up from the operation, and there was blood everywhere in my lower area. And I said, oh, fuck, what have they done cut off? I thought they cut my dick off. There was blood everywhere. But what happened was the little IV that's in your arm right here, it got disconnected and blood was running out of it. I thought my fucking dick was gone. I was thinking to be a transvestite. Hey, Ape Radio. Nay, Nancy. Okay, I got to call the lawyer about the lawsuit. They got a little upset because after I talked to him, I made the video, and then he called me back. I mean, I was on the covers, got the dog situated, everybody. We were ready to take a nap, and the phone rings. It's the lawyer, and he's like, say, man, who'd you tell about this? And I said, what do you mean? He's like, I've gotten 50 fucking emails in the last 20 minutes. He said, the only one I've talked to about this is you. I said, well, I did a video. He said, please take it down. That is my personal email. And he said, nah, I can't get no work done because he keeps bing, 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 bing. So they got mad at me. I got to call them and see, what's up? Are you going to take this fucking case or not? Because if not, maybe we could talk to Wes Christian. Even though I think he's a fucking con artist. I did a video a while back, and I said, you can't put a round block in a square hole. All right. And what I meant by that was there's so many more ape. They shouldn't be. They can't fit ape into AMC. It's like a square block and a round block. They can't fit. So somebody asked me, well, do you believe that analogy is still valid after the reverse stock split? And I said, no, because what you've done is you whittled down the round one to where it will fit into the square hole. It's not supposed to, but you whittled it down to where it will. Let me see what y'all talking about. Okay, Tom, just email me, my friend. I'll put you back. I told you I apologize. I don't know how it happened. Maybe one of the moderators did it. I don't know, but just email me, commonsenseinvestor2022 at gmail.com, and I will put you back in the Discord. I've apologized. Hey, Pam. Pam's AMC should hire Pam. Pam goes to the movies all the time. You see her videos, you see the food she buys. She could be doing a video and they could post that on YouTube. Just saying. She could be the spokesperson for YouTube. Because I love you, Pam. I Pete and Kenny Poole's trying to get it straight with you, Tom. He's one of the moderators. You heard Boomer. Oh my God. The most stressful obstacle in your life. Are you kidding? Everybody feels that way. Let me see. I don't think I have to tell y'all. Cliff 52, did you ever show up? Cliff 52, are you in the house? I'm trying to get a link for y'all. I'm not going to make it a forever link. This is only going to be temporary. So if y'all want to come on. You'll be sent to the Discord page or Patreon page, and then I'll have to send you the link to get to the Discord. So don't freak out. But as soon as I see that I got somebody over there in the Patreon, I'll ship y'all over to the Discord. It takes when I notice. Sorry. There's the link though. If anybody wants to join. It's $3. I use that to pay off for the Me 6 bot. All right. If you get the Pro for the Me 6 bot, that's a few dollars a month. You get this, it's a few dollars a month. And so it just helps out. And it helps me out. AMC is the opportunity of a lifetime. I still believe that. I bet you one goddamn thing. I bet you Trey Trades in them is in AMC again. They just don't talk about it. Because nobody in their right mind would not have AMC right now, especially if you know the story. Boomer's saying good night. 7 minutes. They want me to go lay down. And I need another beer. What's happening? I got somebody else for y'all to meet. This is a little girl. She's shy. This is a little girl. This is Bear's mama. I rescued her. The people next door, they moved and left her. And I said, oh my God. So I brought her in and I fed her. Come to find out that bitch was pregnant. She had 6 puppies. I'm sitting here Googling, what do I do for my puppy that's having, or dog that's having puppies? And I'm trying to watch a video. And she's like, never mind, bitch, I'm already having them. And I found good homes for 5 of them. And I kept Bear. Beverly Hills Cop. You could put that on the fucking YouTube channel. People say, well, they don't have to, we'll buy the rights. Use your money wisely. She is adorable. She will not leave my side. When it was raining and she was up underneath my dad's porch, and I'm like, Dad, they left the fucking dog. It's underneath your trailer. And he said, what? Go get her. So I had to coax her out from underneath the trailer. And when I did, I brought her inside and I warmed her up. And from that point on, that bitch don't leave my side. Everywhere I go, she's going with me. She's a car dog too. She wants to go for a ride. I opened up the car to put something in there, and that bitch jumped in there thinking we'd freaking go somewhere. Yeah, it's messed up leaving your dog like that. It's an illegal immigrant underground railroad that's 2 doors down from me. They got like 15 people living in that motherfucker. My dad's like, where do they sleep? One day these motherfuckers come out and they had a chicken. I said, Dad, you got to come see this. This motherfucker's got chickens in there. And they had chickens in the house. And I'm like, no. That is the craziest shit I ever seen. Then when they moved, they left little girl. And so I adopted her, and I haven't had a clean house ever since. These motherfuckers, if I leave her and come back, she's tore something up. She's so mad. She don't like me to leave her. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, anything y'all want to say? 4 minutes. ICE couldn't help nothing right now as long as Biden's in office. But when Trump gets in office, oh yeah, they're going to get a phone call. It's a trailer. It's a 2-bedroom trailer, and they got 14 people that lived in that motherfucker. Right now, they come out this morning and got on the porch, and there were 6 of them on the porch. Now, ain't no telling how many was still inside. Yeah, just I'm good. Say what I want. Did you like the one I sent you? Al is all over it. What did you send? I don't know. Peter Daniel 66. 3 minutes. Call Tom. Who is that? Is that a lawyer? Yes, I agree. Pam is the face, could be the face of AMC. A whole lot better than Nicole Kidman because she's down to earth. My DD can be wrong sometimes, but hey, fuck it. We're here to have fun. That's what you need to learn the financials. Why don't you take a video and say, okay, we're going to take a look at the F8K form or whatever the fuck it is and go through it, and I'm going to show y'all how to read these motherfuckers. No, he don't do that. He wants to be able to say, y'all need to learn how to read the financials. Well, bitch, if you know how to read the financials, why aren't you teaching people to read the financials? That should be all your. Do you know? I wholeheartedly believe there's 199 people in here. If Tony DeNaro was to change his focus and start teaching everybody how to read these financials, he would blow the fuck up. He would blow the fuck up. He's crying about he don't make no money. They're crying when they cry about they don't make no money. They mad because of how much I make, and they don't like that. It pisses them off that I make more. And I'm so much smarter. Why are y'all listening to him? Bitch, because I love them. I love them, and I can be wrong from time to time. Pam, you are beautiful. You're a beautiful person. Beautiful spirit, beautiful face. I skip beautiful body. I don't want to say that. Might offend you. All right, I'm going to end this right now. I'm going to end it with sending y'all the address once again to the judge. Tomorrow, I am planning on going to the post office and certifying my letter and send it to the judge tomorrow. Here is the address to write to judge. If you want to wait, tomorrow after I mail my letter, I will be sharing it in a video. So y'all, or I might just let Al do it because Al has been pushing the email campaign. So I might just let Al do a video about my letter if he wants to. If he don't, then I'll do it and show y'all what I say. I don't get into a lot of bullshit. I just state the facts and then made it one page. Actually, it was like 3 pages long, and I posted it in ChatGPT. I said, can you shorten this to 1 page? And he said, sure. Whoop. And it was a 1-page letter. All of y'all are stupid. None of y'all know what you're talking about. All of y'all. Stupid. Y'all should be watching me. Stupid shit. I love y'all. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next video.